Just gonna wait a few more minutes before we get started. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you a core yoga session. Welcome to Meditation App. My name is Luna. And well, I think that core, not more than I think, it's a fact actually, that our core is like what st give, gives stability to all of our body. So it doesn't matter what sport do you practice, or even if it's just for your yoga practice, a stable and strong core will make a total difference, and in all of your postures, give you a lot of strength, a lot of stability. And also, if you have back problems, when you work your core and you really focus on strengthening it, it helps a lot with the posture. So today it's going to be all about strengthening and focusing in your core. All you're going to be needing is your mat, body length space, and positive attitude and energy. I think besides, like, it really wakes you up. And I feel that happiness is stored also. This is very personal, but I feel that happiness is stored in our core. So when we work our core, I feel that like you get to be a little bit more like happier. So you just feel it. And we're gonna start in a little bit. We're gonna start with some pranayama, and we'll start. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to ask or would like to know, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. How does this feel in your body? All right, we'll get started. So come to a comfortable seated position, and we're just gonna start with a little meditation, centering ourselves, connecting to ourselves. So close your eyes. Start noticing the air entering through your nose, down your throat, into your chest. Notice the sensations in the body. Whatever thoughts going through your head at this moment or emotion, just notice it, but don't get attached to it. This is not who you are. Just being like a watcher of your thoughts. Let it go. So take a moment to dedicate this class, this next 45 minutes or so, setting an intention. Dedicate all this energy to that intention. May that intention be something that resonates within your heart and your soul. And very slowly start opening up your eyes. Good morning once again. And so we're going to do a little bit of pranayama before we start. So we're going to do Kapalabhati breathing. This is to activate our inner fire. If you're pregnant or you have high blood pressure, I suggest for you not to do it. Maybe just keep connecting to your breath, normally breathing, bring your hands towards your rib cage and just start feeling your breath and connecting to it. Or just laying down and just keep connecting to your breath if it's the case that you're pregnant or have high blood pressure. If not, then we're gonna do Kapalabhati. So if you have been doing my sessions, we've been doing Kapalabhati very recently and frequently. So Kapalabhati, what we do basically is like in Ujjayi breathing, and the exhales are it's like the same technique as Ujjayi breathing, but the exhales are very short and sharp. And you don't really worry about the inhale because that's gonna happen naturally. So it kind of goes, I'm gonna do one for example right now. So it's kind of like when you exhale, you contract your core, your belly, and when you exhale, when you exhale, you contract your core and your belly, and then when you inhale, it kind of like expands a little bit. But try to really just focus more all of your attention. I'm sorry. Sorry. Try to focus more all of your attention in your exhale. Okay? So exhale is what really, not that inhale doesn't matter, but that's going to happen naturally. So just focus on really exhaling very sharp and short, and inhale is going to come naturally. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 48 counts. And you can go to your own pace or just follow along. I'll keep the count in my head and as we go. So inhale. And release. Breathe normally. If you feel that you get dizzy, you can do less counts. Maybe do like around 20. You don't have to do 48. Okay? So we're gonna go one more time. Inhale and Kapalabhati. And breathe normally. And once again, Kapalabhati. Inhale and Kapalabhati. And breathe normally. and slowly start blinking your eyes until you open them up. Okay, and we're gonna start on laying on our back. So just bring your knees together, spread your feet mat width apart, and just you can leave your hands on your belly, that's okay, or like spread them wherever it feels more comfortable for you. And it's gonna go windshield wiping our knees one side and the other, releasing any tension on your lower back. And starting to activate our core. So feel first here as you're laying on your back, just notice the space in between your lower back and your mat. Maybe your whole hand can fit it there. And now try to see when you engage your core and close the space between your rib cage, your ribs, the end of your ribs and your hip and the bones that you have in your hips. When you contract your core and you shorten that space in between your rib cage and your bones and your hips, then your lower back kind of like comes to touch and your entire back is like making contact with the mat. So that's what we're aiming for right now as we do this as we start with this core exercise. So lift your feet away from the ground and try to reduce that arch, like just make it disappear by really engaging your core, flexing your feet, and now bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Keep flexing your feet, and we're gonna go for 30 short. Um, it's like as if as if you wanna go and touch your toes, but you're actually just lifting your upper body with your hands behind your back. So you're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 6. Use your breath. 7. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now just release your fingers, your hands, and just place your hands and your arms next to your body. Keep engaging your core, closing that space between your mat and your lower back. And we're just going to release one leg, bring it down, and then up, and then the other. 6 scissors, and keep flexing your feet. So you're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now bring them together. We're going to go with the both legs together. So and this one's really important because you feel it even more and like a little bit deeper. So when you lower, try to just go as low and for your lower back not to lift. So if this is as low as you can go without your lower back lifting, that's okay. So you're gonna go for 10, 9, 8. It's just 10 of this. 7, 6. Just feeling that heat in your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back all the way to a seated position and into tabletop. Tagging your shoulders right above your wrists. Open up your knees, hip width apart. And as you inhale, look up, for facing dog cow pose. And as you exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Spread your fingers wide apart. And as you exhale, and round your spine, round your shoulders, cow pose. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And now we're gonna go for spinal rolls, just like waking up the spine, move it, and just releasing. So as you inhale, look up into your cow pose, and as you exhale, just bring all your weight of your hips down towards your heels, and then round your spine. Think cat pose, and shift your weight forward. Inhale, cow, and as you exhale, cat. Shift all the way as far as you can go forward, and then cat pose. And as you exhale, cow. And just walk your hands forward, curl your toes under. We're gonna go into a high plank and try to see that your shoulders are right above your wrists. And we're gonna go for 10 little I call them it's like shoulder blade push-ups because we're not really gonna flex our elbows. It's just gonna be in the upper part, so just giving like that strength for like the upper back area and also your core. So as we do this, keep your core engaged as possible, also activating your quads and your glutes. So we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and just push your hips, bring them up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Maybe this is the first downward facing dog of the day. Maybe when you want to take your dog for a walk, just pedaling, bending one knee and the other, saying yes with your head, saying no with your head, lengthening through your spine. Keep breathing. And slowly start walking your feet towards your hands and forward fold. And as you inhale, start coming all the way back up to standing. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. And as you exhale, plug your hands towards the mat. Step your feet backwards, tabletop. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look in between your hands, and either step your feet in between your hands or keep looking forward, even a little bit farther than your hands. Bend your knees, right? Because you're just gonna take a little hop in between your hands. So keep looking forward, whoop, and forward fold. And as you inhale, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and as you exhale, Samasthiti. And inhale, arms up, and as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, either step your feet backwards or with a little hop. If you're gonna jump back, just try to bend your elbows as soon as you reach the ground. So this is just to like protect your shoulders and your elbows. So you're gonna go straight to chaturanga from here, if that's the case, if you're just gonna jump backwards. So inhale, upward facing dog. If not, it's better to just step your feet and just walk back towards your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. And breathe for 4, 3, 2, One, inhale, look forward, either stepping, walking your feet, or just with a little hop. Come all the way in between your hands. And inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, Samasthiti. Last one. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plug your hands and either step or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to come all the way back to our plank. And just bring the right knee towards the ground, bending the right knee. And now bring the left foot behind the right foot. So the right foot should be in line with the arch of the left foot. Now bring your right hand to the center. And as you inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky. So we're going to do a variation of plank. Keep lifting your hips. Feel how like your knee below, it's like rooting you to rise. So your hip is really coming up towards the sky. It's going to feel this variation of side plank. We're going to play today a little bit with side planks. So just keep engaging your core, look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, release. Tabletop. Now bring to center the left hand. Leave the left foot and the left knee bent. And now bring the right foot behind the left foot. And we're going to open up towards the other side. And as you exhale, release. Tabletop. Now curl your toes under. Spread your fingers wide apart. And lift your knees away from the ground. Keep engaging your core. I'm going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to touch opposite shoulders to your palms for 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Bring your hands forward and come all back all the way to your downward facing dog. Say yes with your head, say no with your head. As you inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Extend your right knee. And bring the right knee as you exhale towards your chest. Inhale, extend your knee. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to the right shoulder, right elbow. Inhale up. And as you exhale towards the left elbow. Inhale up. And as you exhale towards the right ear. Inhale up and try to really bring it as close as you can. And as you exhale towards the other ear. Inhale up. And exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift your chest up. Hanyayanasana. So really releasing all the weight forward. And just breathe. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers behind your back to open up your chest. Keep breathing. And now bring your hands forward. And just bring bring your forearms towards the ground inside of your right foot. Curl your toes of the left foot if this is an option for you, and lift the left knee away from the ground. Take a variation of lizard and just go back and forth, pushing with the feet behind you, with your left foot, I mean. Just pushing and keep extending the left knee as much as possible. Keep lengthening through your back, your spine. And now start walking the right foot behind you and come all the way to a low plank. And keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring your palms of your hands next to your chest. And as you inhale, slide your hips forward, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your hips back towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. As you exhale, release the right knee towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift your chest up and just let your hips sink in forward. Interlace your fingers behind your back and open up your chest. Look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands forward and just bring your forearms towards the ground. Curl your toes under and lift the right knee away from the ground. Come to your lizard and then shift your weight back and forth. Start walking your left foot all the way back to your low plank. You're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips, and as you inhale, lift your chest up towards the sky, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. You can rest here or go to your child's pose. And inhale, come back to high plank. And as you exhale, we're going to go to forearm plank. Inhale, come back all the way up to high plank. And forearm plank. And just go switching sides with your arms and your palms. So we're going to go to a low plank with the right hand. Then come back up with the right one. And then as you exhale, go with your left. And as you inhale, come back up to your left. And just keep switching like that for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring your right hand in front. You can either release the right knee and come to side plank variation with your knee. If this is too easy, then maybe you can come to side plank, stepping the left foot in front of the right one. And if it's too easy, then just stack the left foot on top of the right foot and keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, high plank, and we're going to go to the other side. So now bring the left hand in the center and just find your variation, the one that suits you best today for your side plank. And we're going to hold it on the other side for 5, 4. Keep lifting your hips up towards the sky. 2, 1. And come back to high plank. And as you exhale, now come back to your forearm plank. Now we're gonna do the same side plank with your forearm. Keep lifting your hips up towards the sky. Lift your left hand, and now it's as if you wanna thread the needle in between with your left hand. We're gonna go for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back to the other side. I'm gonna go to the left side. Lift your right arm towards the sky. And as you exhale, we're gonna go for 10. Whoop. Threading the needle. 9, 8. So very controlled. 7. It's not as going fast, but really to feel the movement and control it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to high plank. Forearm plank. You're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Bring your palms close to your chest. And as you inhale, slide your hips forward, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, roll your hips back towards the sky, downward facing dog. Say yes with your head, say no. Come all the way down to your downward facing dog. Upward facing dog, and release. So we're gonna take a little rest here. Just let your chin, your side of your face rest on your mat, releasing your shoulders, feeling the earth supporting you. And since core is not just your abs, but it's also part of your lower back, your glutes, your thighs, your hip flexors. We're gonna focus a little bit on just getting that strengthening your lower back. So now bring your palms of your hands together in front of you so they make like a pillow for your forehead. And you're gonna start lifting both legs without your knees bending. So not this, but with straight knees, extending your knees, okay? So you're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, and now we're only gonna lift our chest. So bring and release your fingers behind your neck, behind your head. Legs won't come up, won't lift, just your head, your chest. So as you inhale, we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Just feel the sensations in the body. And as you inhale, extend your arms forward. Lift your feet away from your legs away from the ground. And just gonna hold it here. So if you need to straddle them more, do it. That's a little bit easier. And if you close your legs, a little bit more challenging. So you're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And without using your hands, you're gonna roll towards one side of your mat and come to a boat pose. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a variation of boat pose, hollow body. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to roll back to center. And now roll towards the other side. Whoop. And boat pose for 5, 4, 3. Extend your knees. 2. Lift your chest up. 1. And variation of boat pose, hollow body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back to center and hold it here in the center for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way back towards the other side. Boat pose and hold it for 5. And smile because it's not with your face, it's with your core. 3, 2, 1. Hollow body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way to the center. 5, 4. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And roll towards the other side. Boat pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hollow body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Bring your hands next to your chest. And as we inhale, upward facing dog. And bring your big toes together. Spread your knees mat width apart. And bring your forehead towards the ground. Child's pose. Inhale, look forward. Roll, slide all the way forward. Upward facing dog. And as you exhale, curl your toes under. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Say yes with your head. Say no with your head. Inhale, lift the left leg up, that right leg, up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Keep plugging your toes of your left foot towards the ground. Extend the right left knee as much as you can. Look forward, and now lift your chest and bring your hands behind you. But don't really lean on your leg. Rather, really engage your core and keep your core off your quad. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Warrior 1 with variation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And warrior 2. Sinking in. Bending the right knee. Noticing and really being conscious that your right knee is right above your right ankle. Shoulders in line. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the right knee. And maybe shorten the space in between your feet. Bring your arms above. Lift your arms up, extending your elbows. And as you exhale, we're going to go into Trikonasana, but it's a variation. So pretend that you have a block in between your hands. And first, we're going to play around using our core. So we're going to go for 5. Keep framing your ears, your head. 4, 3. Exhale, 2, 1. And hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now bring the right hand towards the ground. Trikonasana. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths. Keep rooting to rise. Opening up your chest. Pretending that you have an imaginary wall behind you. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Sink in. And as you exhale, now we're gonna shift the weight all the way towards our left knee and extend the right knee to Skandasana. So if you need to bring your hands towards the ground and keep your hips lifted, that's okay. What's important is for your right foot to be extended, your right knee, I mean, and your fingers of your right foot pointing the sky. Exhale, frame the right foot into runner's lunge. And now we're gonna go into a variation of side plank. So start just twisting your right foot and sliding the left foot on top of, right foot should be above your right knee. And a variation of fallen tree side plank. And as you exhale, bring your left foot behind you, bring your hips towards the ground. And as you inhale, come all the way to wild thing. If you can enter here any variation that you like, go ahead and do so. Remember, this is your practice, make it your own. And come all the way back to downward facing dog. And as you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Say yes with your head, say no with your head. Inhale, lift the left foot up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Keep extending and plugging in your toes of your left foot toward your right foot towards the ground, extending the right knee as much as you can. And as you inhale, lift your chest halfway up, halfway lift. Palms of your hands face towards the ground. Keep lengthening through your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, warrior one. So sink in forward. Extend your knee, lengthen through your spine. Keep rooting to rise. And warrior two. Now your hips are going to be facing forward. Keep your arms in line with your shoulders. Keep sinking in. And as you inhale, extend the left knee and bring closer, maybe shorten the space in between your feet. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. And we're going to go for a variation of Trikonasana. So you're going to go for 5, 4, use your breath. 3, 2, 1, and hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. I know I forgot Trikonasana, so extend your left knee. Bring left hand towards the ground. Trikonasana towards the left. Inhale, come back up. And now bend. I'm going to go all the way to warrior two once again. And bend the right knee, extend the left knee, come to Skandasana. And hold it here. Just find your variation of Skandasana. And frame the right foot. Come all the way to runner's lunge. Leave the left hand plugged in towards the ground and start twisting the left foot and sliding the right foot backwards into your variation of fallen tree side plank. Keep lifting your hips up towards the sky. Extend the right arm above your right ear. And as you exhale, release the right foot. Bring your hips towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, and find your variation here for Wild Thing. Come all the way back to center and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. You can either rest here, bring your knees towards the ground, or rest in child's pose. As you inhale, lift the right foot up towards the sky, and as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. We're gonna play with a posture. It's a little advanced, but I'll give variations for everyone. So we're gonna come to Anjayanasana. And now you're gonna bring your right hand in front of your right foot. Okay? And open up towards one side. So really using the strength of your core, really plugging in your right hand towards the ground. And with your knee, option one, with your knee, you're gonna bring and just try to grab your left foot and extend it forward and open up your chest. Really engage your core and plug in towards your hand. Variation two, oops, my foot came up, sorry. Variation two, we're gonna do the same, but with the other leg extended as well. So you're gonna plug in, lift your left knee away from the ground, keep plugging in your right hand, and you're just gonna stay take a balance. So really also plugging in and engaging your core as you open up your chest. So it's a little bit of a chest opener, heart opening, but also really engaging your core, really using the strength of your leg, and really important to spread your fingers as much as you can of your right hand. So you keep them spread. If not, just keep on level one. And if it doesn't happen, either of them, just keep feeling the sensation of extending this foot forward as much as you can. So it's like extending your knee and then opening up, okay? So lifting the knee, you're gonna try to bring, whoop. So it's a lot of concentration and to really focus on it. And try to open up, extending the knee, finding the balance. If at any point you lose your gaze, where you're looking at something that's moving in front of you, that will be a little bit harder. So try to focus to keep looking towards one point. And come back to center. Release. Step the right foot backwards. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. You can either rest here or in child's pose. Inhale and lift your left foot, your right foot forward up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Bring the right knee towards the ground. And Anjayanasana. And so we're gonna feel also the posture on this side. Bring the left hand in front of the left foot. I'm just gonna move so I don't give you my back and you can see. Just gonna move, turn around. So keep your left hand in front of your left foot and you start opening up. Maybe bring first. So first you create that space, you kind of like extend your knee, looking for your left foot and extend. One side is always easier than the other. For me, this one's a little harder, but try to see how it feels in your body. And if you can just only extend a little bit forward, then that's okay. What's important to really feel your core, feel your obliques, how you're engaging them, and also your feet. If you want to go for the full variation of it, then we're going to enter into like our warrior two posture and try to keep plugging in with the left hand as you extend the left foot and open up your chest. Bring the left foot backwards, tabletop position, and as you exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. Say yes with your head, say no with your head. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and you're gonna bring your knees and step your feet outside of your hands. So you're gonna into Malasana, bring your elbows in front of your knees, and I'll push with your elbows and bring your hands in a prayer's position in front of your heart space. Keep pushing your elbows outwards as your knees hug in your elbows. Keep lengthening through your spine. And release. Come to a seated position. Start coming all the way back onto your back. Lift your hips off the ground. Bring your hands all the way behind your sacrum, hiding your elbows and shoulders behind your back. And just release any tension that you may have on your lower back. Leave all the weight hang loose into your hands. Releasing, letting go, surrendering here. Should be feel very nice on your. And release. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock to one side and the other. Now bring one knee above the other knee. Kind of like crossing your legs. If you can interlace completely, then go ahead and do so. If not, it's okay. Just bringing one knee on top of the other one. And we're just going to bring and release our knees towards one side and look to the opposite side to where your legs are at. Inhale, come back all the way up. And as you exhale towards the other side. Inhale, come back to center. And switch the legs. Now bring the left leg on top of the right one. And towards one side. And towards the other side. And come all the way back to center. Release your interlace. Just hug your knees one more time towards your chest, Bring your forehead towards your knees. And spread your feet mat width apart. Windshield wipe your knees to one side and the other, just as we did at the beginning. And notice the difference. Maybe it's a little bit loose, or maybe not. Just notice it without judging. And extend your feet. Now flip your hands. Palms of your hands should be facing up towards the sky. We're going to enter into our Shavasana. And give yourself a big hug, creating space in between your shoulder blades, surrendering, just letting go any resistance in your body. Let your tongue float inside your mouth. Release the skin in your face. And just go ahead and you can stay here as long as you need to. Remember, this is your practice. Make it your own. And if not, if you feel like you've been enough, then maybe you want to start moving your toes, your fingers, your ankles, your wrists, your legs, your arms. And just bring your arms above your head. Just stretch all the way from the fingertips of your toes, of your tip of your toes to your fingertips, as if you just woke up. And bring your knees towards your chest and hug them. And just let yourself sink towards your right side, giving space for your heart to expand. And come all the way to a nice, comfortable seated position, closing your eyes, noticing the sensations in your body after the practice. Just noticing if something changed after the practice, without judging, just noticing it. And just bring the palms of your hands above your head to meet each other. And as you exhale towards your heart space, remembering your intention, just feeling grateful for being here, for have giving you and gifting you this space to disconnect and reconnect to all that you are. and grateful for your life, for being here in the presence of the sun, the moon, and the earth. Remembering that you can always come and find this peace within you. You simply need a moment, closing your eyes to disconnect and reconnect with your higher self. With all my love and light from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt your core. And